Today I had the privilege of going to listen to some young poets, and one of the young ladies started to talk about that she's dyslexic throughout her poem. At the end of the evening, I went over to the young girl. She was about probably 15, 14, 15. I went over to the young lady and I said to her, "You do not need to tell anybody that you're dyslexic because nobody don't ever need to know. Richard Branson was dyslexic. I'm also dyslexic, but it hasn't stopped me from writing 8 books. It hasn't stopped me from owning a business just because I'm dyslexic. Many times we put labels on ourselves and we want to continue with those labels. You could be autistic, older, slow, the bipolar, and we never seem to want to call ourselves by our name, like mine is Valerie. Dyslexia is not who I am. Valerie Kelso is who I am. We need to stop putting labels upon ourselves because those labels stick. And when those labels stick, you find you cannot get out of the rut because it's like trying to pry something off a piece of when you buy something and there's a label that's stuck to the bottle and it's hard to scrape off. So parents, if you have got a child who's autistic or has got some disability, don't put a label on that child. If you know somebody that's bipolar, call the person by the name, because at the end of the day, every time you open your mouth and you start putting labels upon your child or the issue that they've got, it's going to stay with them for life. And I can testify to this because I used to be called, "Oh, I'm black, I'm ugly." And it took many years for me to realize that I wasn't. I remember when I used to be skinny, not the size I am now, and I used to be called olive oil, and I would never get a boyfriend. And then later on in life, I realized that olive oil had 2 men running after her. And so if there's hope for her with her little skinny self, there was hope for me. But it took many years for me to realize that I could get a husband. So what I did was I went and found the first boyfriend who came to me, and I ended up going into a relationship that I had no business going into because I believed the lies that was being taught to me, that I would never get a boyfriend because I was tall, skinny, black, and I was ugly. Now I've got a daughter and I've got 2 beautiful grandchildren. So stop putting labels upon people. Stop putting labels upon your child. Stop putting labels upon yourself. Speak life into yourself. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You can become anything that you want to become. Because now I own 3 businesses. Well, 4. I own Purple Light Touch Foundation, PLT Massage and Wellness, Don't Believe the Hype, and now I own Val-u-U. And it took me several years before I got to value you because now I have to learn to value myself. And I do value myself on a regular basis. So you stop putting labels upon yourself, on your children, because you are beautiful. You are worthy of love. Don't let nobody put a label on you because labels stick. So if any label you're going to allow someone to put on you, put a positive label upon yourself. Every morning you wake up with that conviction, look at me, it's going to be a good day, I'm beautiful, I can do this, I can get through this day. Because you can be anything that you want to become. Value yourself.